All right, homies and homettes, we are back here as Canada, and we are going to continue collecting deer-like Pokemon cards. We are going to go for a cultural victory. What we're going to do is we're going to get all of our pinned districts down, start getting the culture game going. We got a good amount of faith to start here, but if you take a look at the yields, we are behind a little bit. That is all good. We will catch up quickly. We have a really good gold economy to buy some buildings and get going here. We are going to settle another city over here. That'll be for national parks. There's 2 national park spots in Kingston. There's some in Halifax. There'll be more over here as well. I see something going on. Maybe a wonder kicking about over here. So that'll be some good preservable national park territory. So we're going to set up a national park game. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah, our Mounties can build national parks, I believe. That is correct. Each Mountie can build 2 national parks. Now, I want to say, as much as I love Wilfrid Laurier, I don't know if Firaxis did the best job with Canada. It's either very stereotypical, like an ice hockey rink, even though there's loads of those in a variety of different countries, or it's like a Mountie as our unique unit, but the Mounties are just like our police. Like, they're not, I don't know. It's just a little weird. Anyways, that's the plan.
250
It's
square miles
Signy over here. So let's see if we can plan a preserve. Yeah, I think you preserve this tile. Get the preserve to work on these tiles here, even though that's a little bit of a hit to our economy. And yeah, like until we can plant woods. And can we even plant woods in the tundra? I'm going to assume that because there are woods in the tundra, we can plant woods in the tundra. So later on in the game, we'll be able to plant woods. If we put a preserve here, that will give us at least 2 national parks, right? It'll give us one. Sorry, I'm trying to count this up. 1 here for sure will be a national park. That'll be great. And then it can give us 1 down here as well. Trying to think. Yeah, because this one has the preserve, so that can't be in the national park. So it gives us a couple. It does take away some good tiles, especially when we have one over here. The thing that I'm thinking, though, is that I can put a bunch of mines and farms and stuff down now and just take them away later when we want the national park. I'm not exactly sure. I'll start working over on this side, but I think we'll get a preserve over here. You won't see it every time I do it, but just know that every time we have enough gold for a building, I'll be buying a market, a university, something to keep our economy rolling. So we are going to do that. We are able to grab traders with our faith. So I think we'll grab 1 in Halifax and maybe try and get a good road over here. I'm about to ascertain whether or not settling another Signy city over here is going to be worth it for us. I'll kind of count out the national parks and see where we are at. I want to make a beeline for trying to get the ability to plant woods. I think that that'll be a big help for us. That is all the way up in conservation, though, but that's also where the Mountie is. So that would be perfect. We also have Merchant Republic, so we have another government, so we don't even miss that much to just come up and rush this. I'll have to try and get some of the boosts along the way, but I think this is a fine thing for us to go towards. Oh, it's definitely worth it. Look at this over here. Okay, so we're going to want to come in this area, and this, oh, and it's flooding. Look at this. Yeah, we want to rush over here. I actually might buy, let's get that hero. I want to get a hero over here to defend this area. We're settling all of that. This is a separate continent? No, it's not. Over here is the separate continent. That's okay. Okay, so we need 2 settlers, 1 over here and 1 over here as soon as possible. All right, I'm going to get the twins in here. That way, if I end up in a war, I can at least acquire new units. So we'll do that. And then we'll immediately, I'm just going to buy a settler and move it over here because I know I want to take up this area for sure. 445. Okay, we can't. Why? Oh, we don't have the population. Okay, we got to wait till Halifax grows. We've got a great admiral, which is pretty funny. So we're going to come and use you to make this into a fleet because I think that's hilarious. We're going to fix up our ocean tiles here. And potentially, are we chopping out the mausoleum next turn? All right, the twins, we're teleporting over here. We're moving in this direction. Can we grow any slower? All right, 2 turns. So we gotta screw the old god obelisk. No, get the food, you dorks. What are you doing? Yeah, let's chop this. Let's make sure it's in the right city first. Never make that mistake. Oh, we don't need this, so boink. Oh, the mausoleum. What a victory. Oh, beautiful. So that's going to give us extra charges if we ever earn some great engineers, which we will. It's also going to make all these coast tiles just a little bit better, which we like. Being able to buy units with faith is always really nice, but in a culture game, if I'm in the situation where I need to buy units with faith, things usually aren't going pretty well. Until I'm friends with everybody, I think an intelligence agency is probably smart. I do like foreign ministry quite a bit. If we were going for the Diplo victory, that might be what I'd choose. But I think having that spy protecting Pingala here, who's currently giving us like a good portion of our culture and science. I just want to make sure that's protected. It's giving us a lot of our great person points. So I think we'll go for the safe route and get the spy. I want to absorb as much of this as possible. It's not my preferred tile specifically, but I want to make sure we get in here and we get that city down. So we'll take this. We'll suck up this whole floodplain. We'll get these 2 luxury resources, which is nice. But we'll also be able to kind of move into the Signy area. And then we'll ideally be able to get a national park over in this area here. Ooh, and it's okay. Well, it's Shaka, so that's not very nice. But he'll be okay. I believe in him. He'll be fine. Culture victory means we want tourism, so we're going to get plus 100% tourism from great works of writing in the city. We have some great works in the city at the moment, so it'll be more tourism for us early on. Only 28 right now, but that's a good start. Boom, fleet time. That's pretty funny. All right, you do need to heal, though, so we'll bring you back to heal. 445 for a settler, but we are doing it. I'm also going to grab a trader here, though, because if we trade with Shaka, that'll give us a tourism boost. You want to make sure you have at least 1 trade route with everybody in the game. So we are going to do that. And then, yeah, we got a good vision here, so this should be fine. Oh, here's our next problem, is that it's minus 20 loyalty because Bulawayo has 9 population. I wonder how close are we to alliances? Can we get a cultural alliance? We are at alliances, so we just need to make him friends with us. Let's see if I can do this here. All right, for you, Shaka, a gift. Let's see if he likes that gift. I'm going to bring the settler down. I think I might have to settle it anyway and ask questions later. We can put a governor in there. We can grow. I mean, look at how much food. We'll grow really quick, too. I think we might have to make that work. We've got our first great scientist. Instantly builds a university and library in the city, which is awesome. We'll take that. We also need to be careful for these great engineers. I don't actually care about James of St. George specifically, but we do need to make sure we are starting to accrue some engineer points, which we will be doing shortly. No! No, 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 you absolute melon. You absolute melon. This is an illegal maneuver. You shan't be allowed to settle. Oh, he can settle. Oh, he can settle on this honey. Is he going to move and settle on the honey? Oh, please don't move and settle on the honey. I'll cry so much. I'm too afraid to look. Oh, he didn't move and settle on the honey. He didn't. Oh, he moved, but he didn't settle on the honey. What is happening? Plus 100% production towards buildings in this district. It's not what I want, but it's what the AI is going to vote for, and I'm trying to collect Diplo points. So we'll go city center. 10 combat strength to... Which religion's the strongest at the moment? Oh, pretty even across the board. I'll go... Oh my god, I don't even know what to do here. Go extra into Islam and see what happens. Oh, we got both, baby. VB's in the house. That's that Vancouver brain cells coming in hot here. Hell yeah, brother. And we got another great writer. My favorite book, though, Drinking Alone by Moonlight. What else would you want, really? Drinking alone, by yourself, under the beautiful light of the moon. What else could a person need? All right, we're going to counter spy our homie Pingala. But we'll go to the campus, though, because it spies on everything around it as well. All right, it's time for our bad industrial zone, because we do need to collect great engineer points. Now, where do we want to put this bad industrial zone? I mean, a +3 right here. Is anything else going here? Did I have this pinned for anything? I mean, I'm replacing it with but there's going to be a lot of production coming from the industrial zone, so it's a fair replacement. Ah, whatever, sure. I'm not going to overthink this. Let's do it. I have 1,400 gold. All right, well, we're going to buy a market. And we're going to get some more trade routes. We need more trade routes with more people, so Winnipeg's fine. And Hamilton is fine. Just kidding, no more faith. I'm going to purchase a granary in Halifax so we can grow quickly. I'm beginning to lose confidence in the plan to settle this city. I think he's going to make a really annoying settle nearby, and I'm going to be really sad. Can we get this preserve though? I do want to get this preserve. Let's buy. Regardless of what happens with that city, I do want this preserve. It's a beautiful preserve. So we're going to put a preserve here and hope for the best. I'm going to get Victor actually just to have Victor in case we need loyalty help over here. Oh, he didn't. He didn't settle. Oh, but will he settle there? Okay, I can't. This is so tough. I cannot move and settle, but he might settle right there. 1, 2. He can settle here. That's a settleable tile. So do I settle this city in an awkward place just to have the city? I mean, I still get to all the tiles I want. It's just awkward, and then we need to build an aqueduct, which isn't the worst thing ever. If we build an aqueduct, we can do aqueduct. Now, how do we want to do this? Yeah, I think you aqueduct this tile. Oh, but then you can't put an industrial zone. I'm trying to like set up an aqueduct dam. I think I've got to settle here. I think he's trapped me. I mean, we're going to have tons of food without the wheat. I think you aqueduct dam. Oh, but that's not a floodplain, this one. Darn it. Aqueduct dam. Yeah, aqueduct dam industrial zone. Boom. Didn't see that coming, did you? Didn't see that coming. Minus 22 loyalty per turn. Oh, God. All right, minus 14 now. Plus, we'll hook you up with a granary. Plus, the old god obelisk for 1. Plus, the hero and unit will be 1 each, so that's a little bit more. Plus, we'll chop out the wheat. Yep, so you chop that out because that'll be population. That's 2. You're growing pretty quickly in Halifax. We'll get the camp here, and we got good camp. So this will be good. Yes, that's a lot of food. 3 pop next turn. We're killing it. No notes. 10 of the 10 plan. If I'm going to be trading with the homies, I'm going to try and get some alliances out of it. So we'll go for an economic alliance with Dido. Will you pay me for it? Hell yeah. And we'll go for a research alliance with our homie here, who's farther ahead in science than us. Let's get some more science, and you'll pay me for that too. So that'll be a little bit more oomph to our trade routes. After all that work, it's actually plus 3.8 loyalty. So we yoinked him real good. We got him. Now I'm going to buy some tiles because I don't trust him. In the science tree, I kind of just want to hard tech computers as quickly as possible to get the plus 25% tourism. There's a few stops along the way. I want to get niter just to sell it. I think after that, though, it depends if we can get Forbidden City, but then up to factories because we'll need a couple of those. Oh, plus 20% growth and 3 housing in the city. Is that what you're saying for Sherbrooke? Well, I don't mind if I do. I don't want to be hyperbolic. I think we just pulled off a massive heist over here. I think he was expecting that city and he didn't get it. And now we got another golden age too, which is going to be wonderful for us because we still got to buy a settler for this city over here. I'm going to grab a sneaky art museum in the capital. I want more great works there. I'll eventually come and flip this niter into a mine. I know it's there. Don't worry. Otherwise, I think we're just going with the plan. Increase population, put more districts down, have a good time. Scratch that. I'm actually going to build a Kilwa. Yeah, 2 culture city-states screams Kilwa to me. So I think what we'll do is we will grab a builder, go and chop that, and then we'll grab a Kilwa. Renaissance era, and we're getting some art museum. We're getting some paintings. No one else is in a golden age. Look at us go. Oh, yay. Saladin has been ravaged by a natural disaster. We got to make sure we give him the most aid so we get those Diplo victory points. I think it's safe to say we have eclipsed the field in engineer points. We are now generating 10, which is great. So we're going to get most of the great engineers, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to buy you... Let's get an archaeological museum in Kingston just to have 1. It gives us the natural history boost, which is awesome. What's next for you, my homie? So if this is a national park down here, and this is a 1, 2, 3, yeah, this is a national park down here. We can't put a campus down here. We can just like sneak a campus in over here though and feel okay about it. This might also be a national park. So I just don't know how many national parks we're gonna have. Putting a campus here doesn't make either of these 2 districts better. So maybe just on this tile is fine when we can buy out to it next turn. I've never been more invested in a city growing in my entire life than I am in Hamilton, and yet only 4 population. It's just not a very high food city. It's time to grab our settler over here. Can we get the, what are we doing? We just get the builder out of there. Oh my god, that's good. I get the builder out of there, get a settler. We're settling over here. Yeah, there's +1 already. There's another city. It's going to be awesome. We'll settle in the middle. It's going to be great. Or we'll settle, yeah, we'll settle on the fissure. That'll be best. 1 amenity and 1 culture for each adjacent tundra, tundra hills, snow, and snow hills tile. That's pretty rad. Provides tourism from culture once flight is unlocked. 2 food and production once the professional sports civic is unlocked. +4 culture for adjacent to a stadium. Okay, well, this one's not adjacent to a stadium. I will build one here, though, because that's a rad hockey rink. Look at that. It's beautiful. I also just want to give a shout out. Whoever at Firaxis does the Canadian national anthem, it's incredible. It's so good. I'll buy that incense from Brazil. That's a good deal. Oh, we built Kilwa. Hell yeah, brother. Yeehaw ka-chow. So Kilwa is going to give us a 15% boost to our culture nationwide because we're going to be the Sioux of 2 city-states. And for now, it'll give us a boost in the city to science, I believe. Are we the Sioux of a science one? No, we're not. But there we go. That is the moment that we'll be the Sioux of 2 culture city-states. We'll go from 150 to 204.9, which is not bad at all. Ooh, and we're getting more trade routes. You'll love to see it because we still have not traded with everybody. Can we get up to... Surely we can get up to Tamar now, hey? Let's try and get that trade route from Toronto, maybe it'll reach. We finally made it over. We're settling on the fissure. Vancouver! Hey, we got double Vancouver. All right. Well, sorry, friends. We're going for Ottawa. We got Vancouver, the capital. How do you spell Ottawa? Oh, my God. That's not how you spell it. Ottawa? Ottawa? I don't even know how to spell it. This is embarrassing. Ottota? Atota. Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. That was the biggest brain fart ever, but I'm keeping it in because I am a real person who makes real mistakes, and I don't edit these videos to make myself look smarter. And you're subscribed to a dumb Civ YouTuber who doesn't know how to spell the capital city of his own country, and that's just too bad. I think it says more about you than it does about myself, if I'm being honest. Our first great works of art are going in. Remember, their tourism is also doubled by having Pingala in this city, which is amazing. We're finally coming up against our food here, so we're going to need... Oh, the shipyard's not going to give us a ton of food. We're going to need to find a way to get a little more food, and we can build the Colosseum. Oh my God, we can build the Colosseum, everybody. Yeah, I would love to. 5-turn Colosseum, hell yeah, let's do that. That's a lot of amenities. We have an antiquity site here on this potential... theater square, so we're going to have to work through that fairly quickly. I'm going to need to start prioritizing theater squares over anything else just because we're going to have so many great people. I'm going to need the faith. But since I can't get a theater square here until a little later, let's grab a... I'll put the... No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the policy card in at conservation where we can build national parks, and then we will just buy a bunch of tiles and build some national parks. What's made me think a little bit now, though, just if you ever play Canada, I'm thinking it might have been worth it to have the Grandmaster's Chapel. I mean, we're still not friends with everyone, so it still might be worth it in the end to have the spy here. I think, though, the Grandmaster's Chapel, we could have bought Mounties with Faith, which I hadn't considered, so that might be a bit of a mistake. I'm slowly going through and pinning all my national parks so I know what tiles I can build on and what tiles I can't build on. It seems, though, that we're going to have just one giant national park here, which is going to be incredibly fun. I mean, yeah, this looks pretty good to me for the first 4 national parks. Also lets me put another preserve here for these national park tiles as well, because this will be pretty high appeal stuff with a preserve there. I definitely messed up this campus because I could have put 2 national parks here, and that would have been excellent. But alas, your boy should have pinned this out sooner. This is my mistake. That's okay, though. We will improvise, adapt, and overcome, and just shift them all down. I'm going to go pretty heavy into national parks. I need to make sure we have enough yields in our cities as well. But national parks are going to get us quite a ways ahead really early on here, so I want to make sure I'm prioritizing them. And we're just going to have a mountain of national parks over here as well. So this is going to be very fertile ground for our national parkage. Hey, now, we are winning a culture victory, but we're not ahead the most. Yeah, we need to get to be the point where we need the least amount of tourists, and so far Jadviga is beating us at that. She's got 147 culture. We'll pass her soon. She's just been ahead for a little bit longer. We were more recently ahead of her. We need to get to flight and then to computers as quickly as humanly possible. Is there anything I need on the way? There's nothing I specifically need on the way, so flight... up to computers, Eiffel Tower if we can get it on the way back, but we'll just try and surge ahead in culture instead. Oh, my scout got baited so hard. I think he'll survive, though, only getting hit with the 1 quadreme. Never mind, he's going to be totally fine. That was really funny, though. I wasn't expecting that. There's a whole other city we can settle up here, too, for maximum national parkage, so I'll get a settler here shortly, and we'll settle up in this tundra as well. Oh no, Jadviga's gone into Vilnius and ruined my Kilwa situation, so we've got to fix that. It also ruined this national park I was going to go for here, which is fine because I can just go for the lumber mill, but that sucks. And there's the Coliseum, S tier wonder. You definitely want to grab it. That's a lot of amenities for us. I can't believe we got so lucky. That's wonderful. That's exciting. Conservation is in, so we can begin planting woods, which is great. We want to increase the appeal of a lot of tiles, so that's wonderful. The problem we're going to have now is how are we going to collect all the Mounties? I think we're just going to have to buy them with gold, which is really unfortunate. I think I should have gone Grandmaster's Chapel. I think that was the error in the strategy. Yeah, it's 1160 for a Mountie, which is worth it when you consider 2 national parks, especially because we can still buy, like, there's still nothing stopping us from buying the Naturalists with Faith as well. But what I want to do is put the builder card in and make sure we're getting good builders. It's incredible that we're doing this well culturally with this bad theater square situation. All right, 5 charge builders are in, so we're just going to get a whole bunch of them and begin planting woods everywhere. And we will follow them up with Mounties to get all these national parks. All right, we're fighting back in Vilnius. We're going for... Oh, Hercules would be interesting. I'd rather have Himiko, though. Hercules would be amazing if we can get him. I have no idea what the vibe is going to be here. I'm just going to spam into honey and hope it's enough. Double great points. If they vote no, it's usually for artists. If they vote yes, it's usually for scientists, though. So let's go double great scientists and see if we get them both right. This one we might get them both wrong. None for sugar, and no for great writer. Okay, well I had the right idea here and just picked the wrong outcome. But this one I got way off. That really sucks for us because no great writer points for a whole era really stinks. Darn it. That's smart to block us from getting those great works of writing. So yeah, good play, AI. Good work. Oh, Jadwiga declared war on me. Wait, what? Hold up. Sorry, the scout died. Whatever. Where is Jadwiga? Jadwiga's nowhere near me. What is she doing? I am so confused. What the hell? All right, well, cool, Jadwiga. You have fun with that, homie. You do your thing, dog. We've got an archaeologist out and about, and by God, he's giving us an astrolabe, which is awesome. So we got an astrolabe in our inventory now, which is awesome. We are going to use our homie here to get rid of the artifacts in these areas so we can build some more national parks. Speaking of which, I think maybe next turn our first national park is going down. Oh, it is next turn indeed. Oh, there we go. Finally bought the Grove for the preserve now that the appeal is fantastic. And that's going to be a little culture boost for us. We are at maximum appeal. It is time. I suppose I could get this woods here first. But for now, we are going to build this national park. Oh my God. The era score, the beauty. Oh, it's a glorious thing. Love a national park. They give us tourism equal to their appeal, which is going to be a large chunk of tourism for this early in the game. It's too bad getting rid of this iron mine isn't enough to make this a national park because I don't really need the iron mine anymore, but that's okay. I've got the engineer that gives us culture and workshops, which is nice. We have a few industrial zones. It also gives us some free boosts, and we get that second charge from Mausoleum. So we get 2 free boosts, which is great. This bank getting great work slots is awesome. I want to do that. Are we going to get a commercial hub ever in the capital? Probably not. So where's the next best place to be generating that tourism? I don't see why Toronto couldn't be a good spot for that. I genuinely think I made a real error in not getting Grandmaster's Chapel. Like, if we get Pingala knocked out, it might be worth making sure that we had it. But I think being able to buy the Mounties would really speed up our game at the moment. Might even be worth building an encampment in Vancouver with high production just to pump out some Mounties, if I'm being honest. Oh my God, there's so much national parkage over here. Let's make sure we grab a settler. Oh, Ottawa's not going to grow for a hot minute. And I don't want you to spend... This is the problem, is I don't want to spend the gold on the granary. Oh, that's fine. We'll get a settler here. We ball. This is never going to be a national park, so this is a good hockey rink, so we'll do that. National park number 2. Let's roll. And that should be a big national park. Yeah. Turns it into a big national park. Now the Mountie is going to go retire in the honey industry. Good work, friend. I'm just going to sell our coal stockpiles for cash. All of our resource stockpiles are worth a ton of cash if we sell them to the right people. Yeah. And so that'll just give us enough cash to buy some Mounties more quickly, I think. All right, new Mountie. Who dis? Get in there. We got one there. I'm going to get rid of this farm and put woods down, so there'll be another national park down here. If I remove this, I can get a national park here, though, so I'll definitely do that. Oh, it's a lot of... But we are getting a factory, and I can just lumber mill this, because this will never be a national park, which sucks, because it has to be a vertical diamond. It sucks that it can't be a sideways diamond. Like, what is this, like a diamond shreddy situation? Like, this makes no sense. Whatever, for Axis, it's fine. I'll survive. There's another great national park. Get rid of this marsh. Oh, glorious. We are back in business with our double culture city. Oh my god, Himiko? Screw the consulate. Is Himiko available? No, someone else has Himiko? No. Oh, in Rio de Janeiro. So sad. Mountie number 2, let's roll, baby. Another national park. We're just cruising through the era score here. Look at that. Our tourism's ticking up as well. Nowhere near where it needs to be to finish this game, but we're getting closer. National Park number 4 is hitting hard. Halifax National Park. Can I get a hell yeah, brother, for that? Flight is going to add some tourism for us. Oh, that's not good. Flight's going to add some tourism for us from the hockey rinks, which is nice. We don't have a ton of hockey rinks yet. We're getting more of them, though. I can also cement my legacy in the culture city-states, which is great. It's too bad there aren't 2 science ones. That would have been strictly better, but that's all right. Oh my goodness, another national park? No way. Look at all that era score. We're going to have too much era score in this era and then none for all the other eras, but that's okay. I somehow doubt that Wilfrid Laurier had a giant longsword that he left in the, in the tundra doldrums of Winnipeg, but that's all right. I am going to end up needing to build a couple of Mounties, so I'm going to do that. I just have a lot of national parks kind of in waiting here. There's one more in Sherbrooke. There's 2 more in Sherbrooke. There's a bunch over here. We're getting the settler over here soon, so I'm just going to have to build some Mounties. There's a couple of wonders that I'm interested in. Taj Mahal might be interesting just to make sure we roll through the golden ages. We also have pretty much all of the wonder great engineers coming through quite soon, which will be nice for us. And so we just kind of got to figure out which wonders we'd like. I'd love Broadway. That would be very helpful. Colossus might be helpful for a free trade route. There's still a couple on the map here that I think might be interesting. I think earlier in this video I kept calling Jadwiga Tamar, so for those who I offended, I apologize, but they are going to accept peace in this very silly war that they called, which is good for us because we don't want war, really, do we? I think eventually Reina is going to be quite good for forestry management, so we'll grab Reina. For now, where would the best place for Reina be? Somewhere with quite a few national parks would be best, but there's no great options at the moment. I suppose Sherbrooke would be best for now, so let's do that. We'll go Sherbrooke for now. And then Victor can kind of just go anywhere and hang out, really? Oh, let's put Victor in the city where we're building the Spy, so the Spy gets a free promotion. Yeah, Winnipeg, get in there. National Park number, I don't even know, our 226 tourism. Not bad, that number will go up with this national park. We're feeling good, that's 1 in Hamilton now. A national park in Ottawa sounds delightful, so we're gonna get this national park here. And then next turn, we're going to be able to grab this national park right here and double them up. So it's 1 Mountie, 2 national parks, a great deal for Ottawa. At some point, I'm going to have to retire the Mounties after their service. So I'm going to start deleting some of them. I'll keep a couple around. I want to merge them together. I should do that now, actually. In the next era, we'll do it in the next era for maybe some era score. But I'm going to have to delete some Mounties. I just don't want to have to move them every turn. Ottawa's 2nd national park is done, so we have a really big national park now. Look at that. It is beautiful. Can we fit another one down here? We can't fit another one down here if we want to buy these 2 mountain tiles, so we might take a look at that. That sounds interesting. That would be cool. We're going to settle on this coal, though. I do want to get the coal. We're going to need to build some power fairly shortly. I also want to make sure I would settle more inland, like right here, just for maximum usage of national parks, but we got to be careful of Brazil. I don't want him to come and hurt us. So we'll settle here on the coal. We'll settle some more national parks. It'll be a good time. We are going to need a neighborhood fairly desperately, so this farm has got to go. Don't worry, though. We'll get the neighborhood, and we'll build a food market in the neighborhood. Maybe we won't, though. Maybe we'll get the one that gives us tourism. I don't know. We can get 3 fairly easy national parks in Charlottetown, so we are going to do that. We'll buy up the tiles we need there. We don't have the Mounties yet to actually build all these. I just wanted to make sure we had this tile from Brazil. So I can go about planting woods, getting this as high appeal as possible, and we'll get these national parks down. Double national park in Hamilton. I love the way these all look. It's too bad I haven't quite been able to get the like the triple or quadruple national park feel to it, but lots of high appeal stuff happening here. Even with some mines, like there are some mines we might go through and kind of get rid of and put some woods there instead. So we're looking good for appeal so far. This is great. Our culture victory is also ticking through. Okay, you know, it wasn't really that big, you know, 5 turns ago, but now it's 23 out of 158, so we're moving in the right direction. I didn't even realize it, but we can get a 3rd national park here. So we're going to get the Triple Dipple. That's what I'm calling this. The Triple Dipple National Park. So this is a three-peater. Oh my god, that's massive. Look at that. What's cool about all these national parks is they are genuinely some of the best parts of coming to Canada. If you ever find yourself in Alberta, I mean, there's lots of them, but in Alberta, Banff National Park, Jasper National Park, the whole area, I'm fairly well traveled, and that's some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen on the whole planet is in Jasper and Banff. It's just so amazing. We have found a 3rd culture city-state, which is incredible. That'll give us even more culture if we manage to seize it. Now, that's going to be difficult, but we'll get the one in Mohenjo-Daro, which will give us a little bit of a boost. A free 10 culture is not so bad. We've already unlocked broadcast centers as well, so this is going to be... It's going to be a race to get those, and that means we do need to power up, because if we get the broadcast center, it'll give us 8 culture, but additionally 4 when it's powered. And so we are going to want that power, I think. We can put another national park up there. We can't squeeze one here, though. So this tile here is good for a district. This one here is also good for a district, but I want it to be a district that gives good appeal. Interesting. You know what, though? We miss out on the one tile for the actual city, but I think maybe just a preserve here is the best. Oh, this is that preserve. I was like, the preserve here might just be the best option. Never mind, never mind. I'm going to shake things up a bit. I'm actually going to go for a holy site here. I think the amount of faith we will need for rock bands is going to be quite high. There's only 3 aluminum on this entire map, and they're all down here. So we're not getting aluminum unless we meet Hattusa, which is really, really unfortunate because I did want some aluminum to trade. I'm going to build this broadcast center. I think, though, I am going to need a coal power plant. I want a couple of powered broadcast centers to get going. We'll switch off of that as soon as we can. The other thing I might want to do is build some walls. We had the great engineer. I haven't showcased it in the game too much, but we had the great engineer that built ancient and medieval walls in a lot of cities, so they're generating tourism and conservation. But getting walls in the cities that don't have walls or improving them to Renaissance walls is also a reasonable way of generating a little bit of tourism right now. Let's buy the power plant and hope things go okay for us. Another thing that I might want to do is actually grab a biosphere at some point with another wonder engineer. Should we be so lucky to grab one? We have entered our industrial era. I've decided to save up my faith. We're not generating a ton per turn, and we are going to need to buy... we're going to need to buy rock bands. We're also going to need to buy cultists as well with faith. So I think we're at the point where the faith needs to be spent on those things instead. Another round of not a lot of golden ages. Just Adviga, who I mistook for Tamar, which is very, very funny. 2 arms and Hick Sunt is not overly helpful for us. We still have one more city to settle. Even if we do want to settle it now, the Campanas is down. That might not be an option. Production towards wonders is quite good. And we have some campus adjacency that would be quite good. Traders not being plundered is interesting. The extra gold is nice. I don't think that's strictly necessary. I think we will go Heartbeat of Steam. Another national park, this time in a new era, though. So the era score is going to something we don't already have, which is awesome. We're not going to be able to get power plants here yet. I don't think we'll have enough coal. We're only consuming 1 per term. That's because these 2 broadcast centers have yet to come in. I do think we're likely going to need a few more districts, though, down here. We now have Canticle, which is awesome. It'll allow us to buy cultists. Those cultists are going to give us a bunch of relics, and we definitely want that. The relics are the point of the game now where getting a religion would have been very helpful because you could get more tourism from the relics. But alas, we didn't, so we're just going to have to make that work. What we need to do now, though, is get as many great works of writing. I'll keep the one in Vancouver for now. We need to get as many great works of writing out of these city centers and into amphitheaters so we can make room in the city centers for those relics. I want to keep the great works of writing in Vancouver for now, though, because their tourism is doubled by having Pingala there. I'm still surprised there's not a single city we are loyalty flipping, but there's really not. The AI has done a great job of keeping their cities loyal. There's not even one that's like teetering a little bit on the edge of loyalty for us to send cultists to. So I think our best move for now, though, is just going to be to grab a couple cultists and just send them down and start collecting relics anyway. I completely forgot to get the 2 Diplo victory points from the last... Oh, no. We still... No one did. No one helped them. All right, well, this time we'll make sure we help them out. There's so many good wonders, but they all go on these deer tiles. There are only river tiles in Vancouver, and I don't want to get rid of the deer. Even though it would be good for us, for role-playing purposes, I want to keep the deer. So I'm not really sure what to do here. I really just think Hermitage is a good wonder for us. I just don't know if it needs to be in Vancouver specifically. It's just good for those great works of art to get the extra boost. But I mean, why not just have it go in like Toronto has a high amount of production? Can put the Hermitage on this woods tile maybe? Toronto could also get Ruhr Valley, which would be interesting. It would give this city plus 20% production, which is quite a bit. I don't know if that's a good use of our engineer, though. I think Hermitage might be a good use of our engineer. The other thing to consider, too, is that potentially we might want to put a neighborhood on this tile. And then where would that go? And then a biosphere on this maze. That would be interesting as well. Would a biosphere go here? A biosphere could go there, and then that would allow us to build a lot of offshore wind farms for tourism later on in the game, too. That's an interesting approach. There's also this tile here that would be great for the Hermitage. I feel like at some point I'm just being dumb for not building Venetian Arsenal. Like, I don't need this specific tile to do anything. Venetian Arsenal gives me a little bit of flexibility. It gives me the tourism from building a wonder. It's also just quite fun, so we'll build that Venetian Arsenal there. Rock and roll! Another national park in Sherbrooke. You'll love to see it. The era score is freaking out. That's going to be another big chunk of tourism for us. Good stuff. I can't complain about boosts and +4 science and research labs. We don't have research labs yet, but we will eventually, so that's okay. Synthetic materials. Good stuff. I'm going to give Reina Forestry Management. The city receives 2 gold from each unimproved feature. Tiles adjacent to unimproved features receive +1 appeal in this city, which is exactly what we want. All right, all the homies can cuddle together and create corps and armies. Oh, not worth any era score. Someone else has done it first. That's okay. A Mountie with 2 national park charges and 2 national parks to park down. Let's rock and roll. Look at that. 3 more era score. How many amenities do we have? Is there an amenities lens? There's no amenities lens, so you just gotta play it by ear, but that's really fun. First cultist fully used up, which is awesome. We are gonna get our relic there. Hint guide, civilization 2, sure. How much tourism is that giving us? It's giving us 12 tourism per turn, so we absolutely want to be spamming these and getting these as much as possible. I'm just confirming that Pingala does not give us extra tourism for relics, so we can have them in all of our non-Pingala cities, but we do want to be getting these purchased, and they're not even that, they're only going up 10 each time, 260, which is not so bad at all. Let's just get a whole bunch everywhere. And yeah, 12 tourism per turn is a lot. And tourism is cumulative, so you want to get it going as soon as possible. We have a dam down in Sherbrooke, so we're going to get a hydroelectric dam here instead of a power plant, which is awesome. No point in getting an oil power plant, seeing as we don't have a source of oil, so that'll be a no bueno. Relic number 2, baby! The Shrieking Flowers. That's another big chunk of tourism coming in. We can finally build Broadway now, which we're going to want to do. We'll have to pick the best city for it. Alas, Vancouver at 216 of our 538 culture would have been the best city, but there's no suitable location because the theater square owned by the city is this one here. If it were this one, we could put it on the deer, but it, alas, is not that one. I still think the Kilwa was worth it, but, you know, the Kilwa's taken up the only good Broadway option, which is unfortunate. That hydroelectric dam is going to power up this city, which is going to have a broadcast center, so that is super helpful. Cristo Redentor. Tourism output from relics and holy cities is not diminished by other civs is also such a great option for us as well. Let's see if we can get that going. Aha! We can get Cristo Redentor in the capital, though, which might be interesting. I also definitely do want to go for Hermitage as well. We simply do not have the Wonder Engineers to do all of these. We'll get them all, but we're going to be rolling through. We'll go Venetian Arsenal. Then we'll go Cristo Redentor, because we don't want the tourism from relics being blocked. And then we'll circle back for Colossus if it's still available. We're just on a wonder building spree at this point. Computers is going to give us 25% tourism across our empire. Suffrage is going to give us democracy, which means our trade routes are going to do a ton more in terms of giving us production and food, which would be helpful for a city like Hamilton, who's really going through it at the moment. Ooh, someone else built Big Ben. Amazing. Well, I've got the Venetian Arsenal. I don't need no economic policy slot. It does suck a little bit to lose out on Forbidden City and Big Ben and Patala Palace, all of these policy card slot wonders, but alas, we're building the ones that we want. And we don't need policy card slots, even though they would be immensely helpful for us. I really wish Mimar Sinan was not a useless engineer, but alas, we get the ones we get and we can't afford to not get them, so we must persevere. All right, Christo time. We're going to have to give up on a little bit of production, which is all right. We'll figure it out. How else do we gain production here? Okay, buy the shipyard. That's only 2 production, though. We have room for another district already as well, which is very funny. Commercial hub would be great for the merchant points, but I don't want to get rid of the deer. Again, we're role-playing as the deer herder here. The shipyard only giving us +1 production is not helpful. But then I guess you get the production on the tiles. So maybe that is helpful. Another relic. The Book of Dead Names. Oh my goodness. These are getting crazy. Democracy is very helpful. We're probably not going to want to go too much farther than that, though, because having a government too far ahead gives you a negative tourism multiplier. But just the extra production and food we're going to get here. Does it also give us the computers boost? That'll give us a lot of tourism as well. I think I'm mostly happy with this spread. Campus and production, amenities, and housing. There's a lot of housing here, which is critical. Whistle banking is going to be critical because it kind of doubles down on democracy. We need influence points for city-states so we can get some more envoys. So I think that's all good. 650 culture now. Turn 175 is not so bad. We're absolutely lapping the field in culture. We're mostly ahead in science, too. It just kind of depends. Can we close out the cultural victory before everyone else catches up? We finally have a victory turn timer, which is nice, especially because we haven't even touched rock bands yet. We're going to continue to collect relics, which is awesome. And we do have quite a few spaces left for those, which is great as well. Lots of old god obelisks left. So we will just keep collecting relics, keep trying to build wonders as best as we can, and hope to get that tourism number high enough that as we get into rock bands, we've almost got the victory guaranteed. Plus 100% tourism from artworks and artifact. We have lots of both, so that seems like a good idea. Shopping malls are good. I don't know if that amount of tourism is worth it, though. That'll be, what, 12, 16 total, like 1 relic's worth? I think it's better to go for the food market. Sydney Opera House is interesting. The 3 envoys here is quite nice as well. We're not going to have a themed building, so we'll have to give up on that dream. And I think coming down for stadiums is nice, and then into rock bands once we have enough faith for them. We haven't even unlocked medieval walls yet to get that tourism, so we'll come down here and do that. We really did hard tech up here for the plus 25% tourism. My goodness. Okay, let's circle back for the walls so we can at least get some things going here. Yeah, no wonder we didn't build Big Ben. We haven't even got here yet. Sewers will be immensely helpful. I think we're circling back for all of this up until the Eiffel Tower, really. Oh, we did kill a spy. Were they trying to get rid of Pingala? Oh, they were trying to siphon funds somewhere. Fools! All right, please give me an extra trade route. I promise I won't use it to fund the extra tourism bonus. Producing or purchasing military units. I'll go with gold. I like that. Yay! They did give me the extra trade route. That's awesome. Yeah, let's build medieval walls everywhere we can. A 1-turn flood barrier? Hell yeah, that's a great deal. We are finally earning great writer points again, so we're getting 28 per turn. We're really far behind, though, so we'll accrue these really quickly. A great artist is incredible. A great musician is incredible. We don't have a ton of room in Vancouver, but we'll fill what we can. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, great work of music in Vancouver. Go get it. Jadviga wants to be friends with us, which is awesome. I'm going to make sure I get open borders with all the homies as well, so we are getting that plus 25% tourism bonus, which is awesome. Now, for Brazil, I only have it one way. Is it still giving me the boost? It is giving me the boost, so that's awesome. We'll continue with that then. Hamilton desperately needs help, so we'll make sure we get a trader in Hamilton. We'll try and trade now with, not Tamar, with Jadviga to get that tourism boost as well. And there it is. The Hermitage has gone down. That's going to be a lot of great work slots for us, especially great work of art slots, which is awesome. We've built a few archaeological museums, so we're not going to have the most amount of artwork slots available. So this will be great. It'll give us more points as well. So perfect. We got the Hermitage. I still think we should build Broadway. I'm going to build it on this tile here. I'll move this theater square over to this tile. I do think we should build Broadway, though. 21 turns. We'll have to figure out a way to do that a little more quickly. I suspect, though, that if I get a power plant here, that'll be helpful. We will get a cultural alliance with Jadviga, which sounds fun. What that means, though, is that these trade routes... Come on. Like, reset the route. Okay, well, these trade routes are going to give us food and... production once it realizes we are actually allies, so that'll be okay. I'm not sure what to get rid of for plus 25 tourism, but we're gonna have to. I think plus 16 culture we can get rid of for plus 25 tourism. I need to collect as much faith as possible. Public transport isn't strictly necessary. It's just that the like every city's gonna end up with a good neighborhood, and they all need food and production, so this is very helpful until we get the food markets in, so I'm happy with this. We are finally into 3 cultural city-states, which will be a huge bonus to our culture, which is nice. Not our final, but one of our last national parks. Once we start spending money on rock bands, it's going to be difficult to get national parks. But that's okay, especially because we're not going to have the goal to be buying too many more Mounties. We got one more national park. Where is it? Maybe that was it. Is that our last national park? No, we got one more down here. So we're going to need another Mountie for down here. I think we might be national parked out, though. I think we did it. Good timing, too. We are out of space for relics, and I just wasted a... Yeah, I just completely wasted a homie, and it died without giving me a relic because we don't have the space. So we got to make sure all of our great works of writing are in a amphitheater instead of a city center. Boom, another double national park. Loving it. Feeling great. Looking great. Very demure. Very cutesy. I just love a double national park. We're at 820 tourism now, and I would have said, and I know the relics are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, I would have said like 1,000 to 1,200 is where you want to be at before rock bands kind of come and become a thing. So I think we're doing okay. And we're earlier than I would have said that too. Turn 182 is totally fine. If we take a look at the culture victory, we are cruising through for now. We haven't even touched a rock band yet. That's coming in 3 turns. I don't know what kind of entertainment happens just on the pure snow, but whatever it is, we're going for it. Cristo Redentor is complete. It means that the tourism our relics are giving out are going to have a hard time being blocked by the AI, which is wonderful. So more of that tourism is actually getting through. Despite the raw tourism number, there's a lot of modifiers that are going into it that either increase or decrease the amount of tourism that's actually falling into place here. So we just want to make sure that we get these rock bands out now and our relic slots are completely full, which we're doing a good job of. Environmentalism's another 25% boost, so we'll go for that. I think it's about time we started our rock band adventure. Toronto has the best road network, so I'll grab a rock band there. We're only going to have enough for a couple early on, so I don't want to go too hard too soon, but I'll get one to head into Brazil as well. Ooh, let's grab a sanctuary. Really make those tiles pop. Look at them. Very sexy. We'll grab Renaissance walls for the tourism, and then I will buy the broadcast center there. Rock bands are all a game of promotions. You want any promotion that'll give you extra levels. We want to make sure that our rock bands have the best chance of not dying every time they play a concert. Getting a lot of tourism on the first concert is not helpful if they don't play multiple, so you want to find the one that'll give you the most levels. Album cover art is typically pretty good, so we'll do that. Arctic Authors is fine. Then we'll go find a Wonder. Oh, Anchor Watts right there. We'll find a Wonder in Brazil. And then our homie here has album cover art as well, but 2 levels more experienced if you're on a theater square. So I'm going to grab a theater square upgrade. And then we'll find, yeah, a theater square for you to go on. Now, before I do this, I just want to say rock bands are my least favorite part of all of Civ 6. I really hate them. The mechanics, the noises, everything about it. They're like simultaneously so essential and way too much RNG, and the whole experience is awful. But let's get a concert in. 750 tourism generated, but didn't die. So you know what? A small victory. Okay, so there's 3 people building Broadway. Okay, well this one's not happening. Ours is looking pretty good. There's some finished buildings there. Okay, there's no finished buildings on this Broadway, so we don't know how long they've been building it for. Ours looks like it's in pretty good shape. What I could do, though, is chop out this woods tile to make it a little quicker. We have Magnus here, too. Chop out this woods, potentially that woods, and then just replant them. Now, unless this is second growth forest already. This is old growth, so that's fine. Second growth, so this one can be chopped. Let's grab a builder. Oh, there's so much to do here. Okay, let's grab a builder. And an archaeologist, actually. 1 second. 1360. Oh, I can't until the builder's gone. Okay, we'll figure that out. Ski resorts provide for tourism as well. We can get a ton of those. So we'll get some builders going in cities that have nothing else going on and start just spamming out ski resorts as well. Oh no, 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 no. Why is my national park on fire? It's gonna connect to everything too. Oh dear. Oh god, why? Oh god, why? Why? Please be done. Oh, you're all still on. Oh god. Okay, well, we're gonna have to suffer through that for a hot minute. That's yeah, unfortunate for sure. No shot. We found Valletta, which would allow us to faith purchase. That's really funny. Walls in some of our cities. There are some already building walls, which I'll keep, but I'll be able to faith purchase the rest of them, which is really funny. Oh, this is so disappointing. All right, well, at least we have a Nancy over here collecting culture and science for us, which is nice. Arctic authors? Yeah, see, unit loss, like it, whatever. It is what it is. We got the tourism, and we got out of there. All right, now you're +2 levels, human yaks. Let's see what happens. Oh god, I am scared. Okay, well, let's get another one in Toronto. Oh, they're already 800. Hey, wow. All right, we got environmentalism. Thanks, Anansi, even though you're probably gonna die now. But that's another big chunk of tourism, which is nice. It's just spreading down. Okay, it's done now. Well, it's mostly done. A lot of this is done. We just gotta wait a couple turns. A disgusting appeal. You gotta wait a couple turns, and then all that tourism's rushing on back. All right, we're spamming builders. I want ski resorts everywhere. Next will be, yeah, tourism output and +5% culture per city-state. And here we are, ski resort number 1. I hate to say that I did this. I really hate to say that I did this, but I just chopped this tile without checking what city it was in, and it was in Vancouver. So I just chopped out this builder for no reason. Oh, am I gonna lose Broadway because of this? I will cry. Please no. 4 now. All right, I mean, our Broadway is more done than that Broadway still. Or those ones. Yeah, we've got like billboards on the top building. What do they got? Oh yeah, they don't even have a top of the top building yet. All right, well, I might genuinely lose. Oh, if I lose Broadway now, that would be so sad. I mean, we have a Wonder Engineering coming, but not very quickly. Oh boy. Well, in better news, well, these national parks recover, or at least this one now. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh god, it's gonna go around the preserve. Oh god. Okay, well, at least we can get a new one here, so that's nice. But this is a stall in our game here. 129 of 207. We got to get that number up, and it's hard when everything's on fire. All right, the fire seems to have stopped spreading now. Oh, it's on this tile. Oh god, like just as some of them get better, others get so much worse. Oh dear. All right, we'll go for research labs because they give us extra science, and then we'll work from there and see what happens. Oh, we got a whole nother national park opportunity here. Do you still have a charge? Oh, you sure do. Oh, honey, get over here. Babe, new national park just dropped. Yeah, go get it. I can't believe I've done this. I just cannot believe I've done this. Okay, we'll grab another ski resort. All right, we got this little left-hand building is what just got built. So please don't take it. Yeah, we're still good. No billboards at the top yet. No little left-hand building. Things are still fine. All right, this is all back in action now, which is great. Well, most of it's back in action now, which is wonderful. So we're working through it. All the fires have stopped. Everything's regrowing. So everything will be back to normal soon. Thank God. I wonder if we've got enough ski resorts, though. Do you think there's enough places to ski in Canada? It's very reminiscent to Vancouver, though. Grouse Mountain, Whistler, Cypress. Take your pick. Yeah, we're going to go National History Museum, and then we'll be able to put even more relics into the universe, so that'll be helpful. I'll grab a rock band to send Dido's way. And a couple of... No, you're not allowed to have cultists. Although, hello, Dido. If you don't know how to use your cultists, may I interest you in a trade? Yeah. No, they don't want the relic. Okay, so we're going to have to out-cultist them. I see how it is. All right, you perform 1 level better on campuses. And it was worth nothing, because it's never worth anything. None of it ever makes any sense. How are you not... Whatever. I hate rock bands. I hate them with my entire life and soul. Like, with such a fervent passion. Performs as if 2 levels more experienced on water park district tiles. Thanks. Awesome. What a cool, fun thing. We're going to go harbors, because Dido should have some harbors. Yeah, Dido has some harbors. Okay, we'll go harbors. And we did want to go down to Dido, so that'll be okay. It's just going to take a second to get all the way to it. Do we only have 1 harbor in Dido's whole... Jesus. Okay, well, we're going to it. We rock again. 3rd theater square with 2 levels higher. Okay, well, we haven't died yet, but not getting any level ups makes me sad. We got 1 more theater square nearby. We're going well, though. 152 of 213. Things are going okay. Turns out you can't put ski resorts in national parks, which makes perfect sense. I don't know why I thought you could. But we can put them elsewhere, which is fun. Did we steal Broadway? We better have. That's a flood. Yeah, we stole Broadway anyway. Even my own dumb brain can't mess me up. This is the worst city to have Broadway in, too. Could have gone in Vancouver. Could have planned it better. 20% of 200 is a lot. Was that 40? Yeah, I think that's 40. Is my math correct? I don't even know. 20% of what 60 is not 40. But that's okay. I completely, again, forgot to give him any help. So we're not going for the Diplo victory. So sad. 9 turns till victory, though. One can hope. I'm going to save my gold to spend on research labs, which I think will be worth it. They're going to give us a huge boost to science. Like, absolutely massive. I need to find a way to get Brazil and Shaka to like us. Hello, friends. Do you like gifts of random amounts of Diplo favor? Could I interest you in a Diplo gift? All right, next up is a neighborhood on this tile, which I need to swap into this stupid city so that we can get this biosphere eventually. Oh, yeah, she's got lots of cultists now. Oh, my goodness. All right, we need to cultist back. That might be a real worry that she gets enough cultists to do some damage to us. All right, another theater square? Oh, my God. All right, well, yeah, what's the point? I just don't... Oh, my God, there's even more cultists. Chat, what have we done? What have we done? Maybe in our own greed to get relics, we've enabled the enemy. Maybe I can just buy... Can I just buy their relics? What's up? We have an alliance. Do you like selling your relics? No, you don't like selling your relics. Not even for all of my gold and all of my Diplo favor. I think they sense the culture victory coming. Darn it. All right, we got research labs, though. So let's, get the hot research lab in Vancouver. That'll be the best one to get. Toronto. Oh, we need some empowered city. Oh, that was expensive. Oh, my goodness. Never mind. We're just getting the 1. I do want to get a shipwreck. I think that would be fun. I want to collect some more artifacts. Are there any in the way? Let me just go for some of these shipwrecks. I think that's the most interesting. Next up is going straight for the biosphere if we need it for tourism. That'll be our uber-duper backup plan. Plus 188 culture. That is going to be worth it. Sorry gold and sorry faith. I think we'll be fine with 188 extra culture. That's wonderful. So let's do that. And we also want this extra tourism, plus 50% tourism output to civilizations to which you have a trade route. I'm going to say sorry neighborhood bonuses. Oh, and we get this 40 from music too. Oh, I do definitely want that. Do I need the science and 22 production over the course of a whole empire is not that much. I'll go 40 tourism. We want to pump those numbers up as much as possible. Another relic added to the list. 1,320 tourism now. That's feeling pretty good. I'm worried about everyone else's relics, though. Dido, can I... Oh, you still only have 1, so maybe you're bad at using your cultist. That would be very helpful for me. Oh, I can get 20% culture in Kingston on the wine. How much culture does Kingston have? 59, but hold up. Give me that industry. Let me build the product. Oh, I can't build the product till I get a corporation. Right. Never mind. I got excited for a second. It feels pretty game over. When you have 1,200 culture and everybody else is not even at 300, there's just such a big difference there that I don't think that they'll be able to catch up in any way. Additionally, too, that this great artist, after the 10-turn requirement, this great artist is going to allow us to theme a religious themed area, so that'll be quite fun. They really just don't like us, hey? I would like to give you a gift. Take my extra wine. That's a good gift. That's an expensive gift, that one. Here, take like 10 niter, a bunch of iron, some horses, 100 gold, and some Diplo favor. Brazil, I need you to like me. Ooh, shipwreck experience. How fun. Let's make sure we haven't forgot any national parks we wanted to get either. I just want to make sure we've got them all because they're a good source of tourism. And I have enough to buy a Mountie. Speaking of which, I also have enough for some more rock bands. So we'll get two. Oh my god, I only have enough for 2. I say more. I still have the one heading to the harbor as well. All right, any other national parks we were hoping for? This city would have been really nice over here. Yeah, just one up here. So there is one up here. We do want to grab it, so we'll grab a Mountie. And we'll make sure we get it up there. All right, in a wonderful turn of events, we're going to be able to Suze Nazca here. Suzing Nazca will allow us to get another 5% culture, which is nice. I just want to check in and make sure we are all good in the culture city-states we already have, which we are. So we'll go into Nazca, and then we'll go 1 into Nazca and 2 into Geneva to get the extra 3 science in our research labs. Our first seaside resort is going down next to this flood barrier, which is really funny. That's a good chunk of tourism as well, though. Up to 1,364. We're killing it. Good work, team. Oh, there's another one over here. Yo, Mountie, you're getting both, homie. Boom. Another national park. Another bit of era score. You'll love to see it. 3 more turns till a new era. Exciting stuff. It seems as though this newfound 5% culture is going to be short-lived, but if we go for 4 turns till a culture victory, and we just got a bunch of rock bands, so maybe we'll do okay. This harbor is pillaged. The one harbor that Dido... Why can't I go on this one? I gotta see what's wrong with this one. It's a water park, that's why. Dido has one harbor and it's pillaged. I hate everything. Does anybody have a harbor? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, perform on the Golden Gate Bridge then, and I'll punch myself in the face, I guess. Just hold on, Nazca. Just keep holding on. Well, we're gonna lose this 5% culture. I can add the 5% science now, which I will, but I'll wait until we have another government, which I may or may not get, depending on how close we are to the victory, because I don't want to scare the AI away with a negative tourism multiplier from being too many governments ahead. There's another national park we can get here. I don't need this lumber mill, so that might be interesting. Eiffel Tower is incredible. No, we can build Eiffel Tower while we're waiting for Biosphere? Bruh, homie. Yeah, obviously. And we're going to get the Wonder Engineer to do that with in like 10 seconds, so hell yeah. Shaka declared a war on me? Shaka, that's not how this works. Oh, evidently I'm only 1 turn away from a culture victory, so hold on, Shaka, hold on. Is that why you're declaring war? No, my Mountie army's got you. Am I really only 1 turn away? That'd be incredible. I'd vibe with that. I'd be having a great time with that. Let's get another ski resort for good measure. Make sure we're partying as hard as we can. 1,400 feels pretty good. 1,400 does feel pretty good. All right, well, we can't do much anywhere, so we're on a Wonder. Modern Mines, yeah, he's gone. All right, you're here. You're another one where you can't go on a harbor, so just go on a Wonder, and yeah, also useless. Oh my god. Did we win, though? Oh, he's got a quarter health vampire. That'll do him in. Modern Era. It'd be fun if that was a winning turn for us. It takes 2 turns to win, like 1 to go over. 219 out of 216! We did it. We won a game of Civilization 6, Heartbeat of Steam. Can you believe it? Let's see. Is this it? Yes! Yes, we did it! What a silly start as the Deer Wrangler. What a good culture victory, though. We really killed that. We really did so well. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. God, what a fun victory. Didn't even get held back by our annoying rock bands. And we didn't even play that perfectly. Getting reliquaries would have been way better. Anyways, we'll take it. If you enjoyed this video series, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Head in there to the comments. Let me know what you thought. Let's take a look at our empire. Oh my goodness. She's a beautiful thing. I'm going to say no to all deals. Please don't take Nazca. Well, we got in there before you took Nazca, so that was nice. We also got in before tourism from Great Works was just doubled. Or no tourism from a great work of this type. That would have been awful. A heroic oh my god. Anyways. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Do all the things that I said if you really enjoyed this series. I'll see you for the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a fun culture victory. Y'all are the best. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.